Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Looks like we got a little bit of news, but before we begin, I want to show off a newer design I have. If you are so interested, twice the weights, double the gains. So it seems that Hayden Christensen is promoting the Obi-Wan Kenobi series at a convention. As we all know, he is going to be in the Kenobi series, most likely as Anakin, but definitely confirmed as Vader. The Sith Lord Hayden Christensen is here at SuperCon. Get your photo ops this weekend. Christensen posed for photos and signed autographs as a featured guest of Florida SuperCon over the weekend, where the Darth Vader actor wore a stunt crew cap from Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. So obviously they know what they're doing. They're pumping up the show, and to me this is pretty promising because it means that maybe it's not as far off as I thought. I thought we'd be getting it in like 2023, 2024. So this means that maybe, hey, maybe, if they're kind of doing this already, maybe it's going to be 2022. I don't know. It could very well be. It could be in the fall of 2022. I mean, it's not that far-fetched, really. That is about a year and a few months away, which is very possible if they, hustle a little bit, but they've done the same thing with The Mandalorian, so I can't see it being impossible at this point. That being said, how cool would it be if it came out in May of 2023? That'd be pretty wild too. But anyways, the sooner the better for me. I can't wait to see this. McGregor and Christensen lead a cast that includes Joel Edgerton and Bonnie Piesse, reprising their Revenge of the Sith roles as Owen and Beru Lars, and Star Wars newcomers Kumail Nanjiani, Sung Kang, the Fast and Furious franchise, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Godzilla King of the Monsters, Moses Ingram, you guys get the point, so on and so forth. And a lot of people are actually speculating that the Kenobi show will have more than just Kenobi and Vader. They're going to have Inquisitors. They're going to have Commander Cody. They're going to have Darth Maul. I mean, has anyone really seen where Ray Park is at this time? I mean, he's been pretty MIA, and that usually only happens whenever he starts to film for stuff and he just kind of goes into his Sith recluse, into his mind. And if you've never met Ray Park, probably the most down-to-earth guy or celebrity I've ever met. We couldn't tell the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi without addressing Anakin or Vader, Deborah Chow said in a first-look sizzle reel exhibited at Disney Investor Day in December. In the footage, McGregor said, "The most beautiful thing about Obi-Wan is that it's brought me back together with Hayden. It'll be amazing to bring those characters back together again, very unexpectedly." The Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader rematch takes place years after their fiery confrontation on the lava planet Mustafar. Might be quite satisfying for everybody, McGregor said. We hope you enjoyed as much as we're going to enjoy making it. So obviously the fight is probably like the most debated thing right now. No one knows really how this is going to happen or like how it even makes sense because we all assume that Vader doesn't fight Kenobi until the first Death Star in Episode 4: A New Hope, which is like over 20 years later after after Revenge of the Sith, excuse me. I think it's going to be a dream sequence. So I think they're going to be fighting each other in some sort of a dream, kind of like they did in the comics. Like Vader imagined himself back on Mustafar, but as Vader in his suit. And it was a pretty gruesome fight. Obi-Wan throws him in the lava and he's reborn in the fire, in the lava. And he says he can't be killed. And then, of course, in another one, Anakin came and Vader fought Anakin. I'm very excited to see what they have planned for them fighting. But as for them actually fighting in canon, I don't know how that's going to happen. I mean, Vader going back to Tatooine it's happened in the comics, but it just doesn't seem like something that really would make much sense. But here he is, and for me, this is really heartwarming because Anakin was like my biggest, I just resonated with him a lot when I was a kid. And, people on the internet judge me a lot for that, and they want to say whatever they want to say about that and try to be, Sigmund Freud about it. At the end of the day, for me, Anakin was me in a lot of senses, and I really felt his story, I felt his struggle, and I understood it to a T. And for me, I can't wait to see more of him coming back, and I love the fact that he's getting so much love and appreciation, Hayden Christensen that is, because I remember when the prequels came out, a lot of people were just shitting on Hayden Christensen, and as a kid, I didn't understand why they were doing this. I didn't see a problem with the prequels. I loved them. I thought they were amazing, and I suppose that's how some kids now see the sequels, for instance. But for me, I was always defending him. I was always, like, you guys are crazy. What's wrong with you? And I'm just so happy to see him get the love and appreciation that he deserves today for playing such a amazing role as Anakin Skywalker. And it's cool that these fans get to see him. Oh my god, and they got a signed one too. I met Hayden like super briefly. So how it works at these photo ops is like there's a long line, and when your section is called, it was just me. You're waiting in line, and all you hear is next, next. It's that quick, no joke. So I went in, I saw Ian McDermott and Hayden Christensen. I couldn't even have told you what my name was at that moment. Like I didn't even know what was going on. I just like ran up to Ian, and they were super fast, and I gave Ian the lightsaber that I bought, the Master Replicas 1-to-1 scale. Darth Sidious lightsaber. I'm like, can you hold this? And he's like, sure. And so he holds it. I have the picture. I'm gonna grab the picture. And so here's the picture of me and Ian and Hayden. And as you can see, I'm gonna try to get the reflection off of there. But as you can see, he's holding his own lightsaber, which I actually had him sign as well. Let me see if I can turn off the lights. There you go. But yeah, I mean, you can just see the grin on my face. I am so freaking excited at this moment, and I just couldn't believe it because, you know, these guys were like, they were like idols for me, you know, growing up. I mean, this is the freaking Emperor, you know, and that's Anakin Skywalker. And so for me, it was a big moment. And I went up there and I'm like, can you hold this? And then he's like, sure. And he holds it. And then Hayden puts out his hand for me, and I like ignore his hand because I'm just so rushed and so flustered. And then I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll shake your hand. And I just shook his hand, and I looked at him, and it was a moment. We had a moment, and that was it. And then all I hear is next, and I was out of there. But that was that. So for me, I am super, super excited to see this, to see Hayden. I don't even know why I'm putting these on. I'm not listening to any music. To see Hayden come back and to see Anakin reprise his role, it's going to be a super beautiful journey, and it's going to be extremely emotional for me. So you already know the memes are coming. I'm going to be crying for sure, I bet. So I couldn't be more ecstatic with the future of Star Wars, at least for the Kenobi show. And of course, Hayden gets all the ladies. Anakin Skywalker was a bad boy. So yeah, that's cool, man. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah. Huh. And it's interesting they're not calling it Kenobi show. It's just Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's pretty sweet. We met Anakin Skywalker and survived. Met the love of my life today. That's funny, dude. That's great. Well, here's to a very exciting future for the Kenobi series. My predictions are that we're going to get the Book of Boba, and then we're going to get Andor, and then we're going to get Bad Batch, and then we're going to get The Mandalorian Season 3, and then we're going to get Kenobi sometime in most likely 2023. But hey, if it comes sooner, I'm all for it. So thanks for watching this little video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new here. Find me on Spotify, check out my merch shop, and all my social media. I love you guys, and I can't wait to share this moment with you as we watch Kenobi eventually. The watch parties are going to be pretty fire. Literally, if we get some flashbacks. So catch you guys in a bit.